So, my dear friends, today the part of spiritual wisdom, Ho'oponopono technique, Ho'oponopono introduction. So that is the spiritual wisdom. Today's our spiritual wisdom is Ho'oponopono technique. So the masters who have participated in the earlier session, of course, they have gone through the same technique. So now for the newcomers, new joinees, definitely you have to go through this technique, Ho'oponopono. So simple technique in order to heal ourselves, in order to heal others, in order to helping others to heal themselves. Okay, right. So Ho'oponopono, this is the one of the best prayer or a healing technique, which is followed by basically profoundly they follow in Hawaiian culture. Hawaiian culture. So that's called Hawaiian is the place, one of the state in the United States of America. So of course, in that particular state, their culture, this is one of the practice they follow, right? In their culture, they follow this very predominantly. That is why this is Hawaiian technique. Hawaiian technique, Ho'oponopono. Ho means H-O-O means make it. Pono means pono plus pono. Pono means things right. Things right. Pono means things right. And another pono means at yourself, at your place, at yourself, and for others also. Make everything right with you as well with others. So that is the meaning of Ho'oponopono. Okay. So these are one of the best principle, best technique, friends. You can apply even in your life, in order to heal yourself, in order to heal others also, right? See, always we need to understand one thing. Every healing, whatever the healing may be physical, mental, social, right? It will be started with you only. It doesn't start from others. Always remember, anything you want to heal, first of all, the healing starts within you. It has to be with you. It has to start from you. Then only it can be healing others as well. The same energies can be utilized, same energies can be, or vibrations can be sent to others for their healing. First of all, the healing must start within you. So this Ho'oponopono technique, so in order to understand more about it, so friends, this is discovered by Dr. Hugh Len, Hewlgen, Dr. Hugh Len. So he is a person who discovered this in 1980s, basically. He is a clinical psychologist, he is a doctor, clinical psychologist. So he applied this very successfully for his patients, especially one of the hospital where the mentally retarded children, most of the psychological problem. So all those children, mentally retarded children, so they are admitted there, a lot of children. So then he is invited for that hospital. So he has seen all the situation of them, right? So then he tried to identify, tried to found out and one technique, so which may help. That's what he tried. So that particular technique is Ho'oponopono technique. So he has tried this technique at his best. So in order to heal all those patients, all his patients, all the children. So in fact, what he did is he did not go to the place, to the especially even the hospital also. In fact, he has sit in his own room. He has sit in his own room. All the hospital records, all the files belong to all these patients. He brought everything to his room, and then one file by file he opened. At the file, if once he take one file, what it does? Once he take one file, look at it, do the prayer, do this Ho'oponopono technique or prayer. So like that. So you keep on doing it for 3 months, almost like 3 months. Okay. So by the end of the 3 months, friends, all these patients, all the children, they walked away with a great health and happily from the hospital. So this has been a wonderstruck situation wherein it has been researched by many of the people, right? So how this doctor has achieved this so much great health for all these children, isn't it? So that's how this Ho'oponopono technique became popular with him. Okay. So that's how this has been introduced, and it has been, of course, given to the various, all the people, to the humanity in order to use on a daily basis, basically, right? So when we can use this technique, friends. So first of all, we have discussed, of course, in the previous session, last 21 days, we have discussed about the law of forgiveness and power of gratitude and law of love, right? All these things, isn't it? So now If you understand the forgiveness, one word particularly, forgive, forget and forgive, isn't it? So that's such a great principle, such a great technique it is, which is going to heal you right from the, from the cellular level. It will heal you and it will make others also get healed, right? So that is the power of the forgiveness. So this especially power of forgiveness, he has structured in such a way as a steps, as a 4 steps basically. This Ho'oponopono prayer is prepared. The Ho'oponopono technique is invented, discovered and given to the humanity, isn't it? So that's how. So we need to understand what are these 4 steps which are followed as a part of the Hawaiian culture. All the people they used to use this in order to what? In order to get successful relationships, successful whatever the kind of a healing for their own physical body, and as well in order to have a the better life for them. So day-to-day life has to be better and happy living also. So in order to come out of the depression, in order to come out of the anxiety or a fear or whatever it may be, all these negative qualities, so-called so many negative qualities are there within everybody. In order to come out of them and have a peaceful and happy life, basically, in order to live the life with love and compassion, basically love and compassion, such kind of life they want, everybody want to live, everybody want to live. So for that reason, this Ho'oponopono technique is to be used widely in the Hawaiian culture. So similarly, let's understand today what is this Ho'oponopono technique. There are 4 steps part of the Ho'oponopono technique. So what are the 4 steps? The first step says we have to say I am sorry. That is the first step. The second step is please forgive me. Please forgive me. That's the second step. The third step is say thank you. Fourth step is I love you. So these are the 4 steps, part of their Ho'oponopono prayer. This can be applied on any given situation, whichever the situation goes out of your hand. For example, between you and your friend, the relationship is disturbed or destroyed. Then you have to bring it back to this. Or the relationship between the maybe like a daughter-in-law and a aunt, so the between them, or between 2 friends, between husband and wife, between children, children, parents, right? Any situation comes, any kind of situation become negative, it becomes negative and it is gone out of your hand, then you don't need to talk to that person. Even though he doesn't like you, and if you see him, your anxiety will increase or your fear will increase, your sorry, so-called, the kind of the anger will increase within you, isn't it? So all that will be happening. All the negative qualities will be aroused whenever you see a person whom you don't like, isn't it? So you don't need to go and talk to that person. Anyway, the disturbance happened, the relationship is disturbed and destroyed. So then what you need to do? You need to take his photo, or sit silently in one room, take his photo, put in front of you, right? So you go on say this prayer for 20 times. 20 times. See the difference. So, but you have to say from your deep root, deep heart, okay? Not from the mind, especially, okay? You have to repeat this mantra at least 20 times. So always say, so keep his photo in front of you. Say, I'm sorry for the given, for any situation, for any trouble I created to you. I'm very, very sorry for that. And please forgive me. I'm asking for pardoning. I'm asking for forgiveness. Please forgive me. So repeat the second mantra, third mantra. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for forgiving me, forgiving me. So I'm very thankful to you. And finally, you say that I love you so much. I love you all the time. I love you so much. So if you keep repeating these four sentences or 4 steps, friends, with anybody, this can be repeated. This can be practiced. Okay. Then what will happen if you do this, right? Let's understand technically or scientifically. The moment you say these kind of these 4 steps, right? The moment you repeat these things in your mind, first of all, your manomaya kosha, your mind especially, so that get cleansed, right? The moment, so what will happen is you release a lot of fear, anxiety, negativity, or the like of depression, disappointment, whatever the qualities, negative qualities are there, that all will be released from you. Otherwise, that grudge and jealousy, the kind of anger, the frustration, all this will be kept within you, then it will spoil yourself. First of all, it will spoil you, friends. The first thing is, if you don't follow this prayer, If you continue doing so in a normal way, if you continue operating your own life, what will happen? First, it will spoil your health. It will spoil your energies. It will take away all the energy, all your, the great energy within you. It will be completely, so it will be taken out. It will be drained out of that energy, and then you become so weak mentally, physically. Then you get into diseases. Basically, this happens. For example, a continuous anger you keep in your mind, then what happens? It leads to the heart issues or high blood pressure. That's the first thing happens, my dear friends. At the same time, if you keep keeping a jealousy within you all the time within your mind, that leads to so-called cancer disease. Okay. So likewise, there are many diseases which are connected to the negative qualities within your mind. So when you say forgive, what happened? About a person whom you don't like, whom you have a negative connection. Already your both friendship has been disturbed or the communication has been disturbed with whom you got already disturbed. Once you say, I am sorry, you please forgive me, and I say thank you to you, and I also love you. You say these four things with that person. Either you say within your room, keep repeating 20 times or more times also, isn't it? Every day or every given day, keep repeating 20 times each time whenever you go inside the room and sit silently, quietly, with closed eyes. If you keep doing it, then obviously the great transformation will come within you, within other person also. Within you, what happened first of all? Because you are now releasing it, everything. Otherwise, many of the time, why many of the people don't do this practice? The reason is they feel that they feel saying away. That means they feel that they feel belittle, like I'll get down in my own stature or whatever it is. They feel like their pride will be damaged or their arrogance will be damaged if they do this. But in fact, this has to be, this is very mandatory, that what will happen, it will take away all the negative vibrations from him. It will be taken out. Then what will happen? He becomes clean. Once he becomes clean in the mind, in the manomaya kosha, friends, your own cells, see, as long as you keep all those negative qualities within you, because of you don't like somebody, then you have definitely a negative vibrations within you, kept within you about that person. The moment you come across that person, the moment you hear his name or something, immediately your negative vibration starts. Your inside you, all the negative energy will be formed. So with that, what will happen? Definitely, your own cells, the bodily cells, cells are the building blocks of all the organs, especially the building blocks of an entire human being, isn't it? So those cells will get confused, right? What they can get confused, because we are all energetically connected. We're all one and the same. Within us, there is soul consciousness. Within other person whom you are reacting negatively, or whom you are disliking it, even he has got the same soul consciousness. All around you, everywhere, there's the same soul consciousness. In that perspective, if you look at it, whom you are going to blame, or whom you are going to disagree, or whom you are going to dislike. So there's no point in it, right? Isn't it? Everything is same. All of us are same. All of us are same. Only thing is, because of our own mind, all these problems we are getting into. In fact, because of our own mind, the conscious mind, which is making us to go away from the peaceful and joyful and blissful life, isn't it? So that's the same way. What you have to understand is, your own cells will get disturbed. Your own cells will not be able to understand why you are showing anger on the other person, why you are trying to blame other person. So whenever you do these kind of negative things, my dear friends, negative behavior, if you do, moment immediately your own cells will be get into confusion mode, and then your own cells will be slowly, they get into the death state. So the moment they get into the death state, because your own cells will die slowly, because of all the great amount of negative vibrations. Because cells will be operated with what? Energy. Without having a positive energy, without having the great cosmic energy or whatever prana shakti, so they will slowly take the death state. Okay, they'll go to the death, right? So the moment they go to the death, then it forms the disease. Or whenever the disturbance happen in the orientation or in the functioning of the cells, because of this negative vibrations, you keep on feeding to your own physical body, right? Your own mind, through mind, you are feeding all these great negative vibrations to your own cells. Then definitely they are going to be disturbed. They get into the they get into the wrong mode, wrong mode of functionality, then that forms the disease. So from then you'll be suffering either from cancer, heart issue, or BP, or sugar, whatever it may be. All this, every disease, the main source of the disease is the disturbance of your own bodily energy, cellular energy, basically. So how does the disturbance happen? From your mind. So who is the control of the control of the entire cells is your own mind. Mind is the governmental head for entire all the bodily cells. So having this particular knowledge within us, friends. So this technique is so essential. This technique can be applied for anything. For example, financial gain. You want to gain financially, you are lost some money and you want to gain it back. What you are supposed to do? So you need to keep quiet. So right, sit silently at one place, So then you have to say, you have to say sorry. You have to say sorry for the people whom you have, disturbed, or you're disliked, or whatever it may be. You can just have a list of the names also. In fact, list of the names, you keep it with you, right? And then one name you can call it, and then you take these 4 steps, you repeat it, right? Take another name, these 4 steps, you repeat it. So with this, what will happen is you are just releasing all your negative energies with respect to those people, especially with the people with whom you have a disconnectivity. You have some kind of a wrong relationship, okay, not the best relationship. So with all these people, you have to write the names, one name, just go on, repeat these 4 steps 20 times. Finish. So with this, what happened? You are going to clean your entire Manomaya kosha. Then you will come to the highest vibrations, the positive vibrations. So that's why I told in the beginning itself, the healing starts from within you, not from others. Okay. First, the healing has to happen within you. The moment the healing happens within you with these 4 steps, this Ho'oponopono prayer, immediately what happened? The healing will be taking place in the other person with whom you have sent the good vibrations. Now, so with these 4 steps, what happened? You are healing yourself, and you are also sending the great positive vibrations to the person with whom you are disconnected, right? Isn't it? So the moment you do that, they also receive the highest vibrations, and then, as I told you, friends, we're all energetically connected. We are not different at all. We're all one and the same. Physically, I appear different, you appear different, the other person appear different. But the energetically, if you see, with respect to consciousness, you see, all are one and the same. Entire the cosmos is one and the same. So it is nothing but energy or a consciousness. So when that is the situation, so what will happen? The moment you send positive vibrations, the other person will receive. So you will receive that vibrations. Then you will also start responding to your, start responding to you, and slowly. So what will happen? You only call him. In fact, what will happen? You did not call him, or you did not physically meet him, but you are sending vibrations, isn't it? So on one fine day, he will call you back, or he try to meet you and say that, so I misunderstand you. So earlier times, now I want to connect with you again. I want to work with you, something like that. For example, if was a husband and wife got divorced, right? So what will happen if she started keeping his photo and started sending these vibrations, something, no, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you so much, and so like this, I love you so much. If these 4 steps, if she keep repeating, what happened? Sitting inside the room, not even going outside, talk, because he already got divorced. So divorce means like, so both are separated, and but still she's suffering. In fact, if she does start doing it, on one fine day, the call will come from his husband, her husband. She say that, so that point of time we got some difference. Now I would like to stay with you. So why don't you give a one more chance, like that? You will definitely come to that kind of understanding. So it will happen, my dear friends. It has happened in many people's life. Okay. So likewise, whatever you wanted in a physical life, okay, this is all about physical life, okay, not about the spiritual life, okay. So this is all about spiritual, physical life. In the physical life, with your energy, with your great energy within you, of course, base for all this is your meditation. Your meditation has to be so powerful, okay. Like today, how you have done. Similarly, every day you need to do this kind of powerful meditation. So the powerful meditation you do, having great energy. With this energy, if you practice this mantra, right, in the physical life, whatever you need to achieve, you need to achieve success in the job, success in education, success in the relationships, success in the kind of a the any financial gains, right? Financial gains or success in the any kind of a sports or whatever it may be. Whatever you are looking for your physical comfortable life, okay, you will achieve these through this Hoponopo, the Hoponopo technique, my dear friends. And also your own emotional health will be much more. It will be built very strongly. Okay, your emotional health will be built very strongly. All your stress levels, stress and strain, everything will be removed from you, isn't it? And your especially the mental health will be much more stronger. Your mental health will be much more stronger. You will come out of all the negative qualities, so-called anger, anxiety, depression, disappointment, whatever you see. So in the life you are going through, you will come out of all these things. So just start doing this prayer. So from today itself or tomorrow itself, you start doing this prayer on a certain aspects where the disturbance is already created. Okay, you don't need to talk to the person. You don't need to worry that you have to go and talk to him. No, no physical contact. It just just doing this open technique, and then releasing all the great vibrations, first cleansing yourself and sending this great vibration. Of course, you are doing meditation, isn't it? You also have a lot of energy. So this energy will be sent to the other person through this distant kind of a prayer or a technique. You are going to definitely connect to him, and he will respond positively. Everything will be set right, and then your life, your life will come back to the normal. Your life will come back to the joyful state and blissful state. You can lead the physical life. Your own physical life can be converted to joyful and blissful life, my dear friends. With this, so this is a kind of a technique. This is a kind of technique. So try to follow every day. So I'll try to answer your questions. So please stay on. So tune in. Okay, I'll try to answer every question. So friends, so this is the great technique. So please follow it now. So with this spiritual wisdom, we are just closing it.